Honorable Speaker. We not only need to have it on paper, when it comes to implementation, it is unfortunate that we lack a follow-up process, Honorable Speaker. And I hope that this bill, once passed, will not suffer the consequence of having a lack of goodwill and implementation of the same, Honorable Speaker. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for giving me the opportunity to contribute on this very important bill. Honorable Speaker, it is time that we regulate as a country the gambling industry in this country. Honorable Speaker, I have read the Constitution, in particular the 4th schedule, provides clearly that gambling, casinos, and betting is a shared function between the national government and the county government. Honorable Speaker, I wish to thank the authors of the bill because they appreciate that fact. That is why, under this bill, the functions of the county government and the functions of the national government are clearly spelled out insofar as regulation of the gambling industry is concerned. Honorable Speaker, I have also read the substance of the bill, and the issues that are of fundamental importance. One is that in terms of licensing, Honorable Speaker, it has been said that the entity that shall be given the license to run this gambling facility shall be a corporate entity. That means that that corporate entity shall be responsible in law, because a corporate entity has certain provisions in terms of perpetual succession, in terms of suing and being sued, so that it is not left to individuals. If it is a corporate entity, then they shall bear certain legal consequences. Honorable Speaker, and that provides that that entity must have a minimum of 30% shareholding by Kenyans. So, Honorable Speaker, we have had issues whereby we've had gambling companies from outside Kenya who have no interest in Kenya, and therefore it is very clear now under this bill that 30% of the shareholders must be Kenyans. Number two, Honorable Speaker, is that they have been authorized to maintain an account in a financial entity within the Republic of Kenya, so that the amount of money collected is not remitted to another country. The fact that the money that is accrues out of the gambling is directed or channeled towards a financial institution in Kenya, for me, is a gain. Honorable Speaker, this authority that has been created, the Gambling Regulation Authority, shall also be able to provide or issue out licenses and revoke licenses. We've had problem under the current regime whereby we have lacked a specific authority that can be able to revoke a license once it is misused. Finally, Honorable Speaker, I have had the leader majority commenting on the issue of taxation. And, Honorable Speaker, the Committee on Sports has proposed a reduction of taxes from 15% to 13%. Honorable Speaker, I see no reason of challenging that provision or that particular amendment or proposed amendment. Honorable Speaker, we must be careful as a country. In as much as we want to collect taxes, we should not tax our people out of business. Honorable Speaker, I call upon the committee to make a comparative study. Look at Tanzania, look at Uganda, look at East African countries, the taxation regime, so that we don't tax those people out of business. Honorable Speaker, the moment we raise the taxation in a comparative way more than the other East African countries, then our investors in this country shall be able to move to other countries that have more friendly tax regimes. So, Honorable Speaker, I call upon that committee to look critically, and when it comes to the committee of the whole, we shall propose an amendment to agree with the committee so that we can be able to retain the percentage that the committee has thought out to be 13% and be able to maintain that particular provision. Honorable Speaker, I support this bill because most Kenyans are gambling, they are betting their lives, and they are becoming miserable out of losing a lot of money towards betting. So, Honorable Speaker, I rise to support this bill.
Very Honorable Member of Parliament for Mandera, Abdul Haro.
Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Followed by Metuse. Is that Metuse? Yeah, you've been out.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I stand from the outright to say that I oppose this bill because I think gambling in the first place is a bad business. It has caused a lot of suffering in many homes. It has affected a lot of, almost all facets of our society. The youths in school and the youths out of school are affected. Adults are affected. People have gambled away their terminal benefits. People have gambled away their farms. People have gambled away their homes. And I think it has caused a lot of suffering. So, Honorable Speaker, gambling, as it has been defined, is a game of chance. And that means it encourages laziness. People just want to make easy money without working for it, which is bad in the first place. And in order to save our society, which has been affected in a big way, I don't think regulating gambling will be the solution. Totally banning gambling, I think, according to me, will be the solution. Even if you impose tax on gambling, you're just imposing tax on a bad business. Even if you say the license holders should participate in corporate social responsibility, you're developing community projects through a bad business. Even if you say a certain percentage of saving should be forced on the gambler, I think it's bad to save money from a bad business in the first place. Therefore, Honorable Speaker, I think gambling is bad for this country, it's bad for our society. It is going to be even more dangerous the moment we start regulating it. It means by regulating gambling and allowing it to flourish, we should also tax drug dealers. We should also tax, get corporate social responsibility from drug money. We should also get savings from drug money. And I think for that reason, I totally oppose this bill, and gambling should be outlawed completely. Thank you.
Metuse. No, the Honorable Metuse.
Me, I didn't want to contribute on this. Mr. Speaker.
Is the Honorable Member of Parliament for Lemuri in the House? The Honorable John Kiragu? Is he in? Yes. Okay, you follow me to say.
Mr. Speaker, I want to join the members of the Committee on Sports and the promoter of this bill, the Honorable Leader of Majority, and members who have contributed this afternoon in supporting the enactment of the Gambling Control Bill into law. We support this because we have to create a society that believes in the values of hard work. We support this because our youth are the leaders that will inherit this country. And for them to inherit this country and to take it forward, it is important that from the onset, good values and ethics are impacted upon them. We have reached a point where gambling has become an alternative to people going to their farms to till. We have reached a point in this country where gambling is becoming an alternative for young people to school, because many of them are now beginning to argue that you